Yo, yo, yo. I can't walk. There's a podcast called See the Thing Is starring Bridget Kelly, Mandy B, and Olivia Dope, which is basically the female counterpart to the Joe Budden podcast. On November 17th, 2020, they posted a clip of their podcast where they discussed grown men playing video games. Of course they made jokes about it, but that's what they're supposed to do in my opinion because they're 30-year-old women with social lives. That particular clip had 1,600 likes and over 15,000 dislikes at the time I made this video. Many YouTube gaming channels took offense to what these chicks had to say and had a defensive approach in their response videos towards the podcast.
Shut up, bitch!
The sensitivity displayed by the gaming community confuses me because I don't think they were talking to every single person who plays video games. Personally, I think these chicks were talking to a specific group of gamers, which are guys over 30 who play video games for over 6 hours a day and don't profit from it financially. I'm the poster child for this category, but I'm not offended that I got clowned on because I thought that shit was
hilarious.
I don't think they were targeting gamers under the age of 30 because your generation set rules where your feelings must be spared at all times. These chicks are specifically talking to old niggas like me, and in this video I plan to give unbiased answers to their questions.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
It may not be the truth, but it's definitely my truth. I don't have some cool intro, so let's just get to the start of the show. Bridget Kelly fires the first shot at the 2:30 mark of the clip when she asks the question. Olivia Dope, who admitted she was a gamer, tells Bridget Kelly later in the clip that it's a status thing and compares it to the craze around the release of new Air Jordan sneakers. I agree with her, it is a status thing. Owning the PS5 at its initial release tells your fellow gamers that money ain't a thing, and you can afford to purchase it at a price beyond its retail value if it isn't available at stores like right now. Personally, I refuse to order it online in fear of porch pirates stealing it from my front door. You're definitely not gonna catch me waiting for its release at Best Buy in my wheelchair because I'm a grown-ass man, dog. I can wait until it's available at its regular price in a few months because history teaches me that every new system's game library at its initial release is limited anyway.
And that's all I have to say about that.
At about the 3:35 mark, Mandy B says the top 10 dicks she ever had in her life didn't play video games, so she's convinced that. In my opinion, she's right and wrong on this one. She's right in the sense that there's guys who suffer from erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation problems, or just straight up have a little dicky.
With your little toddler penis. But I'm gonna tell you what, I hope you had a good...
These physical setbacks can affect a man's confidence to approach women, so to avoid humiliation, those guys just stay within the comfort of their own home, playing video games, minding their own business. Mental health issues can also play as an obstacle to some grown men as they feel they're simply not worthy of receiving the love or lust of a woman.
That's so very, very sad.
There's men who underachieved in life who simply can't afford to make the modern woman happy. Instead of allowing women to take liberties by roasting them for being losers in life, they'd rather find solace by saving the little money they have by playing video games alone. I feel Mandy B's statement's wrong because the roles of men have been reversed in many households today. It's more common to see men play the role of homemaker today because more women are the breadwinners now. There's no way a chick's gonna work for over 40 hours a week just to come home and not be pleasured sexually by her man who's been playing Madden all day watching the kids.
I've got a lunch meeting and then a meeting after lunch. After that...
Shh. Over the next 90 minutes, I'd like to show you that all your problems can be solved by my penis.
Playing video games also serve as an activity to keep men out of trouble. I assume women would take comfort in knowing exactly where their men are for 6 hours a day instead of letting their imaginations run wild wondering where they are if they're not home. Not to mention all the single women men in relationships have to fight off every time they leave the house.
And that's when the whores come in.
Here we go.
Excuse me, what was that?
Chris Rock told a joke back in 2004 in his Never Scared special that when some single women see a man in a happily committed relationship, they don't want a man like that. They want him. These hoes will tell men they're willing to do anything to be with them, like,
Gonna fuck for a buck, do something strange for a little piece of change, and I know we're gonna make them holler for $1. One of them said they was gonna tuck my dick from the back. I ain't never had that ever happen to me. I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look.
It takes an insane amount of willpower for a man to turn down women in these streets because, to quote Method Man from the Wu-Tang Clan, the only thing better than pussy is new pussy.
Whores running around doing their little behind shake for the menfolk.
I kind of like her idea.
And that's all I have to say about that.
At the 4:45 mark, Mandy B says, "Good, because most of us don't want to talk about that shit with your ass neither." Online gaming allows guys to dork out about that shit with other guys who actually play the game and understand what we're talking about. So we don't need to share that experience with you, fucking noob.
And that's all I have to say about that.
At about the 5-minute mark, Bridget Kelly makes this public service announcement. I'm guilty of this for sure, and my answer is I play the game because I can't play in real life due to my handicap. Yo. I can't walk. I don't say that for sympathy because I bet anyone who's watching this video can think of at least 5 people who can't run 5 houses down your block, and at least one of those fatties play video games. Online gaming allows people to engage in pickup games from the comfort of their own home and test their stick skills against others from around the world. Bridget Kelly also asked, the answer is it's depressing going down memory lane because thoughts of how you fucked your life up to end up where you are now always creeps into your head as you try to mentally relive your glory days. Not to mention you chicks would clown us after watching those highlights after about a week. Life already sucks and we don't need you to make jokes about how we're turning into Al Bundy.
Ever hear of Al Bundy? Poke high, all city. 4 touchdowns in 1 game?
In my opinion, men in relationships who play video games engage in this activity because they're not allowed to do anything else away from their wife or girlfriend. If the guy's a good provider for your family and stays out of trouble, why is it a problem that he chooses to spend his free time playing video games? You know your man better than I do, so if you think his game time is becoming problematic, try to find a reasonable compromise that you both can respectfully agree upon. Make deals like you'll leave him alone to play it all week if he takes you out on the weekend or something. Try learning how to play the game with him instead of insulting him about it all the time. I'm just saying if you keep nagging him about it, you might not want to deal with the consequences that follow.
Men laying their trick money down, $20 to pay the rent. Maybe instead I'll spend it on the whore.
And that's all I have to say about that.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, please subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comments section below.
Peace. I'm Audi 5000.
And those are my thoughts for this video. But then again, what do I know? I'm just an old crippled bastard. I ain't too proud to beg for your money, so like, share, and subscribe.